Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna try and get this filmed. This is like the third time I've tried this, but basically I wanted to give you guys kind of an update on the whole vegan thing and how it's been going over the past year. I've been vegan for a year and 3 months now, so I kind of wanted to just give an update and let you guys know about how it's all going since my last videos that I made, which were back in April. I'd only been vegan for about 3 months when I made that video, so I feel like now I have a lot more that I can share and a lot more input on it and everything, to kind of give you guys an accurate representation of what it looks like to be vegan for a year. Well, doing it the way that I did it anyway. So basically, it's been over a year now. January the 13th, I think, was my 1 year mark, which is pretty exciting. I was really excited to pass that milestone because this is like the best thing I've ever done, and that's why I made the video when I did back in April because of last year, because I was just so excited to get the message out there, and I thought that, you know, by making the video I could like put it out there and just tell everyone how happy I was. But I still was at the beginning of my journey, which now obviously this is something that I will do forever, but I feel like now I can probably more accurately tell you how it's been going, what's been going on, and how I'm feeling. So I'm basically just gonna jump right into it. When I started this out, I was 137 pounds, and I was basically just a sheep like everyone else in the world, of the meat and dairy consumers, and I was eating fast food a ton. It was really bad. I was 137 pounds, and I'm only 5 foot, so I was overweight by, you know, I guess society standards by a lot. I'm much better now, obviously. I am right now about 109, so I've lost about 27 pounds off my frame, which is a lot. It is, but I am very short, and I think it's kind of amazing that I've even lost that much, you know, because it is really hard to lose weight on my body frame. Prior to going vegan, I had tried like 5 different diets, like the almond and apple diet and the Dukin diet and the Slim Fast diet, and I could just go through them and make videos about them all day. I mean, I did so many, and I had, you know, all of these different reactions and results with those, but nothing ever stuck. And I think that's why I was so eager to get this message out there, and that's why on my Instagram and Facebook and everything, I'm just all about being vegan, because it is the greatest thing, and I feel so good, and it is the best thing I've ever done for myself, for the animals, for the environment, and really it's the best thing that anyone could do for themselves. So basically, I made another video on what vegan is and how I went vegan, like starting out, and I may post that video on YouTube here one day, probably soon. It's been made for a couple months. I just hadn't posted it because I posted it to Facebook, and I just never uploaded it to YouTube, but I'll post that. So this isn't going to be what vegan is or how to do it, but it's just going to be giving you an update on what all's changed since I started. So basically, since April when I made that video, I had only lost, I don't remember how much I had lost by then, maybe like 10 pounds or something, I don't know, but I've lost a significant amount since then. So my health-wise, I'm doing really well, which I know health is not only measured on how much you lose, but for being 5 foot, it really says something to me to only be 109 now, and that's, you know, pretty close to where I wanted to be in the end. I never really had a goal weight as far as the end, because I really had kind of lost hope of ever being in a weight range of where I need to be for my height. So it's pretty exciting that I finally gotten pretty close to where I wanted, or had an idea of where I wanted to be. Basically, since the video in April that I made, which I may end up taking those down, but basically everything's been better. I eat no fast food other than Subway and Taco Bell once in a blue moon, and that's very few and far between, maybe 2 times a month for each of those, and it's just not very often. But I still eat whole plant foods. I am not a raw vegan, so I eat a lot of cooked vegan foods and stuff, and I'm still doing that. That hasn't really changed. I am not big on fruits, so I really do tend to stick with the cooked foods. And I guess if you're like more concerned with losing weight rather than the environmental part of it, which I'm pretty 50-50 on my reasons for doing this, then you will be happy to know that you can be a cooked vegan and not raw, and you can still lose weight and be healthy and have energy. And I still work out like 3 to 4 times a week with the weather you know, being okay or being good, then I can go outside. We're coming out of winter right now here in the south, so it's kind of still too cool to really get outside and run most days. The highest we usually get is about 60, which is what it is today. That's why I'm able to kind of be outside a little bit and make this video, because it's been really pretty today. Everything else has been good, no negatives. When I first started, I did have to kind of work out the supplement thing, just because of iron and calcium and things like that. My iron was the only thing that I really did notice that I wasn't getting from the food. Basically, on the health front, I just make sure that I take my iron chewable that I can get at the vitamin shop or online, just wherever. If you're in the US, you can order it. And I really like those chewables, so that whenever I get close to my menstruation time of the month, I don't have any issues, and I can just, you know, take those iron tablets, and that's pretty much it. My sister ended up going vegan last Christmas. For my Christmas present from her, I asked her to go vegan for me for my Christmas present, and she said, no way, you know, I'm not going to do that, but I will go vegetarian. And I said, okay. So she went for the month of December for my Christmas present. She went vegetarian, and I was pretty happy about that. I mean, that's a step closer in the right direction. So vegetarian for the whole month, and then whenever January came around, she tried to start eating meat again, and she said that she just felt awful, and she just didn't look at meat the same way. My mom made her some chicken, and the chicken had goosebumps on the skin like people do, and like your dog does, and you know, it had goosebumps, and so it just totally freaked her out. And from that day forward, she decided to go vegan, and now she's been vegan since February, I think. So almost a month and a half, I think, is about how long it's been, and she is doing really well with it so far, so that's good. I'm really proud of her. Another thing that I've been trying to do a lot of is being an advocate for the vegan movement, just because it is such a wonderful lifestyle, and I've never been so happy. I've never been this weight in my adult life ever. In like all of being adult, I've never been this size. I've never been the weight that I'm supposed to be, and you know, I don't go to the gym ever at all. I work out outside or with my ball, or you know, on the elliptical, and that's about it, and that's only about 3 to 4 times a week. It's really not that crazy, and it's not something that is, you know, hard to do, and I love it. If the weather would get better, like I said, I would definitely work out more, but it's just been really cold lately, so I'm hoping that when spring and summer comes, that I'll be able to get back out and do a lot more of that. I've been trying to spread the vegan message and stuff on my Instagram and on Facebook and stuff, and it's amazing to me how many people like repel or reject the idea of being vegan. It's like they hear the word vegan and they shut down completely, and that's amazing to me, because it's like it's the most healthy and wonderful lifestyle, and it's so good for you and the animals and the environment, and people just seem to shut down, and I don't understand it at all. I can post, you know, something on veganism on Facebook, and it get no attention, no comments, nothing, no likes, whatever, and I don't care about the number of stuff that my stuff gets, but it doesn't bother me. But it just makes me feel good to know that I tried, you know, it just makes me feel good to know that it's out there. I tried, and I'm sure people saw it, and it's in their mind whether they wanted it to be or not. You know, it's there, and hopefully it plants like a seed of knowledge that they won't forget. But it amazes me that I can post something on animal cruelty or something and it get no attention whatsoever, and then I can post like a little funny story about something that happened in my day with me or my husband or my brother, and like, you know, I'll get 30, 40, 50, you know, comments, likes, whatever on a post like that, and it just amazes me that people are all for the happy stuff, but when it comes to the truth, they're just like, shut down. I'll have KFC. You know, like they just, I don't know, it amazes me really. And it also kind of drives me crazy. I think the reason that vegans, you know, try and spread the message and try and get it out there is because we do feel so good, and it is so amazing, and we just want to tell somebody, and, you know, just to be like, why aren't you doing this? I wish someone would have told me about this when I was younger. I wish I would have been doing this all along. If you were doing this, you would feel so good. Like, you know, I think that's, you know, what it is. That's the reason that people, freely, whoever, really want to get the message out there, is because we want everyone to participate and save the planet and save the animals and be healthier and, you know, stop you know, harming our earth. So something else that I'm basically working on right now as far as the vegan thing goes, I do have a blog, and I have tons and tons of vegan recipes that I've either made up or I've seen a non-vegan version and I veganized it and basically put a spin on it into my own recipe, and then I wrote a blog about it. I'll link that blog below if anyone is interested. Also, another thing that I have been trying to do is switch all of my cosmetic and cleaning products and household products over to cruelty-free and vegan products. It is a process. It is not something you can do in one day. I personally have been trying to do this for like probably about 3 or 4 months now. Not since I went vegan. When I first went vegan, my main focus was my health and trying to get the diet part down. That just took up all of my time to kind of work out and make it work for me so that it would be a long-lasting lifestyle change. But now that I've got that controlled and I have it down pat, I don't have to question what I order at restaurants or whatever. I just know what to do. Now I can kind of take the time to focus on my cleaning products, my household products, hair products, makeup products, everything, because that definitely all needs to be cruelty-free eventually. Right now, I just changed deodorant, all of my lotions, my laundry detergent, dish liquid, pods, all of that has been 7th generation for quite a while, which is a vegan brand here in the U.S. That stuff I changed months ago. Makeup, I have got over half of my makeup is cruelty-free now. I still have a couple of items that aren't, that I'm finishing up, and then I hope to find a cruelty-free version. It just takes time finding, the right stuff. Like my body soaps in my shower, all of my shampoo and conditioners, all of that is cruelty-free. But it is definitely a process to try and switch all that stuff over. So that's currently what I'm kind of working on. I'm still trying to get my husband to go 100% vegetarian. He still eats fish and some seafood, which is, it's okay with me. I am vegan, and I still will eat shrimp on occasion, which is my own personal choice. It's not something that I hide or, will be like, oh no, I would never do that. I honestly will say, yes, I do eat shrimp on occasion. It's only a few times a year, maybe. Like if we go to Florida or something, I may get some shrimp, but it's not every week. It's not every month. It's very, very rare, but I will do that. So if he wants to eat fish and seafood, he's not eating any farm life, and that took the better part of my whole year being vegan to get him to even agree to do that. So I am completely okay with that right now. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep trying to get him to just give up dairy too, but he's big on cheese, so I don't see that happening, but I'm still going to work on it. I'm still going to try and get him there with me, and that's something that I am currently working on. But that's pretty much it. That's everything that I really wanted to talk about, I think. I don't think I left anything out. But in a nutshell, that's kind of how my years went. I'm feeling good. Everything's going great. You can follow my Instagram and my blog, which I'll link down below. I don't do Twitter or anything like that because I just don't have the patience for that kind of stuff. So yeah, I will link that stuff below if anyone's interested. And go vegan if you're not already. If you are just considering it, go vegetarian, even pescatarian if you want to just eat some seafood, whatever. Just make those strides to go towards as close as you can to a vegan diet, if not going cold turkey like I did. I went cold turkey vegan, and it's been amazing. So just make that choice and go watch awesome documentaries. I mentioned them all in another video that I'm going to be posting on what is vegan and how I went vegan. So just watch out for that, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.